In today's episode, I want to speak to you about your heroic, cosmic, mythical self. What is it, and how can this awareness of your cosmic self, your meta self, your platonic self, how can awareness of this greater being that you are help you to live a more joyful, abundant, wealthy, healthy life? Have you ever wondered who your true self is? According to Plato, you and I and this reality that we see through our senses is merely a shadow of a higher dimension. And unless we come into contact with this higher, elevated self, our ideal self, our cosmic self, we will always be in a state of anxiety, insecurity, confusion, and a sense of alienation, loneliness, and isolation. So, one of the things I want you to begin to become more sensitive to is the vibration of your higher self. What do I mean by that? I mean, when you are feeling powerful, strong, confident, open and vulnerable in an authentic way, in a state of loving connection, then you know that you are aligned with your higher self, with your cosmic self. That's how you know. You feel it in your emotion, in your mood. So I want you to, if possible, keep a journal of the times you feel fabulous, the time you feel in balance and harmony. Start being like a detective, really taking note of those times and places, the people, the events that bring it out in you. Once you become aware of this vibration, it's like tuning into a radio station or a television station, a network if you like. You feel plugged in, turned on, tuned in to your real self and your power. And then you feel the flow of energy. I know it from myself. When I feel connected, as I am right now in this moment, I have energy. I feel radiant. I feel strong and capable of anything that I set my mind to. I know because I swim for a lot longer, for example. I have energy to swim to the island and back. Whereas when I'm disconnected, I don't feel like swimming. I'll just jump in the water. I'll, do a few laps and that's it, This is a sense of being supercharged. And it doesn't mean that you have to be externally expressing it. You can be supercharged in an introverted way. That happens when you are able to really focus on what you're doing, concentrating for hours on end on your business, on your creation, on lovemaking, on exercising. This is that state. Now you may say, yes, but Alkistis, can I always be plugged in and be in that super self, connected to my cosmic self? Let me put it this way. You are far more tuned out than you should be tuned in at the present moment in your life. You need to make time for regular meditation. I don't know what your meditation is. It could be 15 minutes a day of looking at a candle flame, of focusing on your breath, of painting, of doing something where you feel that being tuned in. Like I said, take notes and figure out where you feel most tuned in. And you need to be returning to that vibration, to that station on a regular basis throughout the day. And the more you bring your awareness to it, the more often it will happen. The more often you will be aligned with your true self. And that's when the real magic starts happening in your life. Miracles, coincidences, happy meetings, haphazard acquaintances that will make a difference in your quality of life, in the way you are receiving offers, abundance, money, wealth in all its forms. Your life will transform the more often you bring yourself to that middle. And it doesn't take too much. You just bring your awareness to it, even when you're in a meeting. You're in a meeting, you're trying to do an acquisition, or you're trying to negotiate. Through your breathing, you can bring yourself. And now for part 2 of this meditation, where we will be going deeper to really reprogram your subconscious mind for optimum result. This longer, extended version is only available to members of my YouTube channel. Please prepare for deep relaxation. Find yourself a comfortable position, somewhere where you will not be disturbed over the next period of time. And simply make yourself comfortable. If you like, you can cover your eyes or shut your eyes, keep them closed until the end of this exercise. We are going to practice deep relaxation. Over this next period of time, you may drift off into a light sleep, but try to keep your awareness on my voice and try to follow the instructions that I'm offering you. We will go on a beautiful journey, a journey to connect with our cosmic self. Your cosmic self is usually hovering above you, over your right shoulder, behind you. Visualize your cosmic self as a type of holograph, a holographic version of yourself, much more expansive, translucent, and generally not cumbered by materiality. this higher level, what Plato calls the world of forms, the world of ideals, your essence is stored as a type of software. And when you are aligned with your cosmic self, you can download that software and follow the guidance. When you are disconnected from cosmic self, you feel anxiety, an underlying fear, a sense of abandonment, a sense of being detached from others and from the environment. When you are connected with your cosmic self, perhaps you want to call it your higher self, your spiritual self, your soul, or whatever name you want to call it, it is your higher dimension. Yourself that is connected into the web of all knowledge in the universe. So take a deep, deep breath now. And if you find yourself yawning, this is all very good, as it means you are relaxing. If you like, you can even instigate a yawning type movement by opening your mouth wide, 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 as you do when you're yawning. And this will reset your mind as if a radio station or a computer resets, and aligning with your higher dimension. Continue breathing consciously, inhaling deeply through the nose, spreading the oxygen throughout your whole body. Exhaling through the mouth, and listen to the sound of your exhalation, releasing all stress in the body and in the mind through your breathing. Continue this process of breathing consciously and begin to count your breaths backwards as follows. I am inhaling 10. I am exhaling 10. I am inhaling 9. I am exhaling 9. Continue until you reach 0. And now you are in the presence of higher self. Feel free to ask a question or ask for help from your higher self regarding a particular issue you have with your life, a decision, or an obstacle that must be overcome. Yes, your higher self is listening with great interest. Continue sharing and speaking with your higher self. And you can expect an inspiration, a guidance, or actual help to become manifested. So continue explaining your situation and what you really hope to accomplish. That's interesting. Tell me more. 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 And now know that everything is going to work out just fine. Even better than what you imagine it to be. You will be happy and fulfilled. And you will find more meaning in your life and people to connect with and share this meaning. Joy and happiness. Yes, joy and happiness are on your path.